Good morning, everyone. Today, in our GK session, we are going to talk about education. All the students are either extrovert or introvert about going abroad for further education. Some students are outspoken. They can go around and they talk about their dream, about their aspiration, about their goals, objective, and all that. Other students are introverts. They don't actually reveal themselves, expose themselves. They don't go around and discuss what you want to do in their future. So, all of us are, in a way, hoping and wishing to go out of India somewhere in the first world nation, the Western nation where best quality education is catered. We all actually harbor this dream, cherish that dream in our bosom. Today we are going to talk about something in that particular domain. And that education is Australian education known as post-stress education program. Full-test education. It is online education. It is very deep and in-depth education. It doesn't actually give us education, but it actually trains us for the future. It develops our thoughts, our logic, our skill, our underpinning ability, capability, and viability. They delve into our underpinning education and try to find out what we can take, what we cannot take, how much we can endure, how much we cannot endure. What is our ability, capability, our potential, our prowess? They are going to go into our psyche and they are going to actually find out how much you can tolerate in that kind of education. The kind of education we can tolerate, kind of education we can have the feel or we can have the handle of. That kind of education is provided. Unlike India where tailor-made education is provided. One size fits all education. Smartest student with highest IQ gets the same education and the dumbest student with no IQ also receives the same education. That is not education. Education should be provided according to the ability, according to the potential, according to the capability, prowess of the student. So today we are going to talk about post-stress education of Australia. I prepared 4 very fundamental points about the best feature of post-stress education. These 4 features will actually open your eye, will give you some kind of food to think, food for your soul, so that you can help it in making any kind of decision about the future education if you are planning to go abroad for the purpose of getting better learning, better erudition, better education, better knowledge. These 4 features are, first one is assessment of students' underpinning ability and skill. This education is actually going to explore you. They are going to implore you. They are going to go into your psyche. They are going to go into sanctum sanctorum. They are going to go into every cell, every ability. And then they are going to serve you the education that you can understand, you can feel it. So they are going to first, they are going to assessment of the student. Not one size fits all. Not tailor-made, menu-made education like, eat whatever you want to eat. Everyone is eating the same food. Not like that. So this is assessment. Assessment of the students is the most important thing in the commencement of education of any kind, any domain, everywhere, in every alma mater. If educators, educationists do not actually assess your ability, your viability, your potential, then they are not going to give you the kind of education that you are hungry for. They don't know what kind of education you are going to digest. You will be able to metabolize, you will be able to digest or not. Second point is gaining appreciation and the feel of learning. They actually trigger your thoughts, trigger your musing. They make you think what you are gaining, and you are going to feel, you are going to get the feel of education, you are going to appreciate the education, whatever you are getting. You're going to think, you are going to go into introspection, ask some question to yourself. After going into introspection, whether you are learning something, whether you are more educated today than you were yesterday, do you have more knowledge today than you had yesterday? Your thinking has improved today, your notion, your insight. Have they improved today than they were yesterday? You are going to appreciate whatever the knowledge, whatever the education they provide you. You are not going to be sitting on the bench, keeping on your mouth open, and they are going to dump whatever the food they want to feed you, like over here our teachers do. Our teachers are only, we call it in our vernacular language, lakir na fakir. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, and the teacher will come into the class. Second time, ding dong, and the teacher is gone. Teacher doesn't care whether students paid attention, students learn anything, students imbibed anything, students ask any question, teacher didn't ask any question to them to assess them, to ascertain, to assure whether whatever the teacher taught the class, did class understand it? Did class appreciate it? Did class feel it? Did class get the handle of it? No, that is not teacher's job. Teacher's job is to be in the class. When the ding-dong tolls, teacher goes in. And when the ding-dong tolls again, they come back. They follow only the bell. Toll of the bell, only toll of the bell. No, it's not like that. Over there, they examine you, they assess you, they explore you, they implore you to find out whether whatever the teacher taught you, did you gain it? Did you imbibe it? Did you swallow it? Did you digest it or not? Third point is, what is the purpose of entire learning exercise? That is what they are going to make you to be able to think about whether you are going to alma mater. Teacher comes over here, teacher gives you all kinds of babbles, all kinds of babbling, all kinds of blah blah. They actually enable you to think. Do you learn anything? It is worth it to attend the class. Do you get any kind of learning from all these exercise? The students are going and attending the class, teachers are coming and lecturing the students. Does all this exercise have any kind of substance, any kind of benefits, any kind of profit, any kind of profitability, any kind of fertility, any kind of betterment? No, students are formative, they are young. Their mind is roaming around everywhere. They are children. Their mind is not at one place absolutely stagnant. But it is the teacher. Teacher teaches. Students are there to learn, but teacher is there to teach. And it is a fundamental job, it is a fundamental obligation of every teacher to make sure that students pay attention, students learn, students imbibe, students understand, students feel the substance of education. That is what the Fortress education aims and targets the students for. You are going to become better than yesterday. Tomorrow you will be better than today. You are going to see that you feel heavier with knowledge. Your knowledge accumulates. aggregates in you, and you actually feel smarter. Your IQ jacks up day by day, week by week, fortnight by fortnight, month by month, year by year, quinquennium by quinquennium, decade by decade. That is what learning is. Students don't know. Students don't know what is the teaching. Only teachers know. So teachers should apply. Fourth one is in-depth understanding of our aim and objective of achievement. They teach you to delve deep, go for introspection, pose this question to your inner self. What is the purpose? What is the aim? Why do I attend class? Why do I spend 5-6 hours on the bench? Why my parents pay this hefty fee out of their nose? What is the aim and the purpose and objective behind this? Teachers will ignite that understanding in you. They ignite. They are going to ignite that understanding in you. That you attend the alma maters, you are sitting over there for 5 hours, your parents are paying hefty fee over there, empty their pockets. There's a purpose. And that purpose is to make you better for the future. Better for yourself, better for your family, better for your sibling, better for your progeny, better for your nation. You can have the handle on your life, you can have handle on your future, you can have handle on your profession, handle on your career. That is what the education is. They don't issue you a blank paper called certificate, written your name, which costs no more than a dime. This entire paper, certificate, cost only a dime. Dime means 10 paisa, 10 cent, dime. Now for dime, you are actually wasting your life away. 21 years of your life is wasted to earn that lousy, stupid certificate. They don't do that. They would refuse you bluntly. We are not going to give you the certificate unless and until you prove yourself that you are worthy of our certificate. That is for trust education of Australia. It is online education. You can get it for a fraction of the fee, and this is the best thing you will accomplish in your life. That's all time we have. Talk about it tomorrow. Until then, God bless all of us. Take care of yourself. Keep the COVID away. Bye.